Hello, my name is Simone, and I fell down the fountain pen and ink rabbit hole about 1.5 years ago. And much to my surprise, I haven't been able to leave it. And I have been so much enjoying watching all of the currently inked videos. And because I don't have anyone in my life that shares my pen and ink obsession, I thought, ooh, if I would start filming my own currently inked videos, I could at least just talk about my pens and inks. And then if anyone finds an enjoyable extra bonus, and otherwise I am just gonna get to ramble about my pens and inks. So again, this is my first time, so let's see how this goes. So I generally try to have about 6 pens inked up, and I often don't have them for a full month. I just kind of get bored with colors very quickly, and I like to play around and switch them out. So the first pen that I have inked up is my Kaweco AL Sport in black matte. And this one is inked with Van Diemen's Elegant Peacock Train. So this is Kaweco AL Sport black matte, and this has a double broad nib. I really like my broad and double broad nibs. And so this has, I didn't like my Kawecos in a medium, and I thought I just don't like Kawecos, and then it turns out I just don't like anything smaller than a double broad on my Kawecos. So this is the Van Diemen's Elegant Peacock Train, and I had that as a sample. And I ordered a full bottle. I love it so much. There is some really, really neat gold shimmer with this. You might have to see if you can see this. There's a little bit of a shimmer. It's actually quite a bit of shimmer, and I love it. It's just this really bright green. I have been writing with this for quite a bit, and it works really well. The next pen I have inked up this month is my Pelikan M205 in petrol marble, and I haven't used this pen enough, and I totally forgot how much I love the nib, even in this steel nib. This is a medium. There's just some real nice springiness to it. It's just really soft. It's really not that stiff, and it's really nice. The medium is almost a little bit too small for me. And actually the entire pen for me is a little bit too narrow, unfortunately. So my hand tends to cramp up for longer writing sessions. But I really like the feel of this nib, and I like the pen itself. I like my Pelikans. And the ink is Verengo Pride and Prejudice, which actually has a bit of a sheen, which is not always my favorite. I have been writing with this for a bit. I like the ink. I don't love it, but I'm going to keep writing with it. Then my next pen is the Benu Cafe Latte. And that one is in a broad. And this is like the first time ever that I have a pen, this has never happened, that almost has too much of a flow. Like this ink is just coming out like crazy, and it's almost a little bit too much. And that I don't think I have ever have had this happen to me. But I still quite like it. I'm not actually sure how that's spelled. And the ink is actually Chez Herbin Emerald de Chivor. And I have to say, maybe it was just hyped up so much. Everyone is talking about this ink, and I'm not that blown away. But I have a little bit more left in my sample, and I'm curious to see how it will do in a different pen. It has a gold shimmer. It has some sheen to it. It's nice, but it just hasn't blown me away. I like the pen. The Benus, I like them, but they're not... I don't know, they're not my very, very favorite. I like the size of them. I like how fun they are. I like how they write. But sort of the plasticiness, sometimes I get a little picky. But I like this pen. However, I love this pen. This was a splurge. Oh my God. So this is one of the Leonardo Momento Zero Grande 2.0 in the primary manipulation that just came out. and I love it. And this one is the matte, and I love the feeling of it. It's so nice. I'm a little obsessed. I could just keep touching my pen. Is this weird? Anyways, it's a wonderful, lovely pen. And to make this even better, I am obsessed with Architect nibs. And this one was ground by Kirk Spear from Pen Realm, and I love it. Love it, love it, love it. It's like, wanted to say the love of my life. That's a little dramatic. No, but I like it a lot. And the ink that I put in here is one of my go-to favorites. It's Pilot Iroshizuku Ama-Iro. I just love, it just reminds me of summer and swimming pools and how bright blue it is. So I might butcher this. So this is the Leonardo Momento 0 2.0 in the primary manipulation. And it's the matte finish. And the nib is a Broad Architect by Kirk Spear. And the ink is Pilot Iroshizuku Ama-Iro. And I think one of the reasons why I love Architect nibs is because I'm holding the pen really sideways when I write. So it's actually, it has, if you look otherwise, right, the Architect nib has thin downstrokes and wide side strokes, but the way I write, it has wide downstrokes and narrow side strokes. So I think I'm almost using this as other people would use a cursive italic. It's just the feel of it. It's just the best. I love it. I really, really love it. And the ink, again, I love my Ama-Iro. It just flows well. It works well. It has a nice shading. I love it. Okay. See, and that's why I need broad nibs, because now I'm already ran out of space here, which is no problem. And actually, by the way, the paper is Tomoe River. That's my Hobonichi notebook that I decided to use for this. And then I have two more. So this is another sparkle. And this one, I got a bottle last year out of impulse because, you know, that's what I do. And it's Diamine Caramel Sparkle. And I'm still a little bit undecisive about this one, to be honest. But, well, we'll see. I just inked it up, so I haven't actually written much. So we'll see how this goes. And I do like my TWSBI Ecos. I just love how they write. I love the feel of the nib, and that's the yellow one, and that's another broad nib. And so this is Diamine Caramel Sparkle. Has nice gold sparkle. I mean, it looks really nice. Look at this. It looks so nice in the barrel. I love it. But as on the paper, I mean, it's kind of cool. It actually is kind of cool now. It has like the way it kind of like shades. Whoa, see, you know, it's blurching out. It's all good. Yeah. So we're making a mess already. Great. So we'll see how this goes in this pen. This is an experiment. So let me just get this off here a little bit. I'll deal about the rest later. And then I have one last one. And so I have so many samples. And one of the things I like to do, so now it's of course bugging me. So let me just get this drop off. There we go. So I have so many samples and I'm often very undecisive. And so one thing I like to do, I have all my samples in a drawer. And so I just like to kind of reach in and I give myself 3 tries. So so silly. But if I don't like the first one, I can do 2 more times. And then I need to stick with the ink I chose. And then I'm going to see what pen I want to put it in. So this one, the ink that came on the sample was the Wearingeul White Rabbit. That's from an Ink Flight. And I like bold colors, so I'm a little skeptical, but so I decided, so I looked up on my notes and see what is a really wet writer that I have. And so this is the Opus 88 Minty Orange. I hope I'm not going to butcher this. I should be right. And this is actually another one that I got as an Architect nib from Kirk Spear. I love it. So it's actually, I feared that it would be way less, or it would show up way less. And it's actually not bad at all. So far, I'm impressed. It's kind of a nice, different kind of color. We'll see how it goes. It might be one that I'm gonna get get tired of very quickly. Not sure it's my go-to color, but well, we'll see how it goes. And I have quite a few Opus pens. I like how easy it is to fill the eyedroppers. And I like their nibs and how I can exchange them with different JoWo nibs and kind of make this happen. So yeah, so this is my lineup for August, or at least for right now. So you can hopefully, let me see if you can see some of the sparkles here in the caramel sparkle. And then we also have the elegant peacock train. I hope you can see that. And then the J. Herbin. So yeah, this is my first go at this, and we'll see if anyone ever watches any of this. And if not, it was so fun to just video this.